Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I decided to build a mid-century modern mansion. But before we jump right in, I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Star Stable. You can download it today using my link in the description box. You can play for free up to 5 levels. Star Stable is a computer-based game that offers unique multiplayer gameplay full of horses, friendship, and adventure. Star Stable is super fun to enjoy together with all your friends. You can do quests together and also challenges. The game is driven by the mission to be a platform where the players can come together and you can share an amazing gaming experience and celebrate sisterhood together. Discovering the magical island of Jorvik on horseback is so much fun. Each player becomes part of a captivating storyline where they establish a special bond with their four-legged friends and connect with other Star Stable players from all around the world. To get started, just go to their website and create an account. Here you can download the game and create a character. Once you've registered, download the game onto your computer by hitting the download button. Now that it's downloaded, you can immediately start playing. Here you can see me on a cute chase for a quest which I really enjoyed. The more tasks you complete, the further you will advance in the game. It's important to pet, wash and feed your horse and to take care of the stable. During all my adventures I always keep my horse happy and take good care of it. I love the variety of horses and horse breeds. Here I'm escorting a horseback home in a quest and I loved helping the super cute horse. You can also choose new gear for you and your horse, which is great for personalizing your character and adding your own style. Through my exclusive link, you will get 1 week of free store ride time in their premium version. So make sure to check out the description box for more information. And again, thank you so much to Star Stable for sponsoring today's video. This is a modern build with some amazing retro vibes, and here you can already see how I'm working on the house. I'm creating the shape, and this reference here, which seems to be some type of model build from a, I don't know, maybe a real house, maybe it's completely made up, I'm not sure, but this is my reference. And I tried to follow the shape of the house, but I also wanted to add my own twist to this. I mean, you know that I love modern architecture, but mid-century modern is always super exciting because it's modern, but it has such a fun twist to it. It's just a bit different, and I just love this. And I'm working on the roofs here. Like at first I wanted to only pull out the eaves and make the base of the roof much smaller, but then it looked weird, so I decided to undo this. So I left it the way it is here, and I used lots of platforms to create this look. You can see when you look at the windows on the left side, I placed 2 small rooms, like one on the left and one on the right side, and then I placed a platform in the center and then also a platform at the top. This is such a really simple and cool method if you want to create modern builds. When you use a white color, you can create these typical amazing LA mansions, like really modern and everything. But here I was obviously going for wood because I was going for this mid-century modern style, and then I started to work on the basement already. So this is kind of my own spin on the whole idea. I wanted to have a basement and I added lots of island living glass floors, and I'm going to remove a part of it in the center and add a beautiful tree to this, and this is going to be an underground greenhouse, which is kind of the fun thing about this build. I used a wooden swatch for the island living glass floors, and here at this point I at first wanted to incorporate a glass roof, but I then got rid of it because it just didn't look right. It just wasn't making sense. It didn't look balanced, like in combination with the rest of the house shape, it just wasn't working out. So I instead decided to expand the basement below a bit, so I was able to add more island living glass floors, and you can here see that we have these beautiful skylights in the floor. You just need island living for this, and I used a hedge just to have some type of like beautiful hedge going around it instead of a fence essentially. I then started to work on the driveway. So I wanted to have a beautiful debug car in front of the driveway, or in the driveway in front of the garage. And I used some NoCC gallery art to have a beautiful garage. You will find the ID in the description box, and I'm also going to tag the creator in the gallery. And I just built this beautiful driveway, and I then decided to do some landscaping. So I just added lots of debug rocks to this. I'm not sure to which pack they belong really, but I decided on one set of debug rocks, so it just makes sense, same color and everything. And I then started to place lots of trees. The tree, the big tree, the main tree basically is from the wedding pack. It's just so beautiful. Tetosa is set in Italy, and there are lots of amazing trees and bushes in the back in the wedding pack, and I love this tree so much. And while this is definitely not a Italian inspired build, like it just doesn't look Italian, the tree still made sense. It's such a beautiful tree. I love the texture and the look, and it's just perfect for this. I then added some more debug objects. This is like a beautiful stone that can be placed on the ground, and your Sims are just going to walk over it. It's like a rock essentially, and it's just amazing. It generally has these mid-century modern retro vibes in my opinion. I've used it for other builds as well. It's really versatile. You could even use it for a really classic modern build, but it just kind of makes sense to use it for a build like this because it has some retro vibes. And I then used the base game hatch just to decorate this area a bit. The shape itself is really simple, so I wanted to make sure to add lots of different things, like all of these debug objects, hedges, more rocks and everything, so it kind of really looks cool and stands out. I also think that the whole area in the front, like the area where you just walk up to the house and the driveway, these areas also make it look a bit more interesting. I also wanted to say the shell challenge video is coming soon. I'm still working on it. I had so many other things going on, also content wise. So this is coming very soon. Thank you once again for all of your submissions. And after we are done, like when the video is out, if you want to, I can work on the next challenge for you. And I don't know, maybe you want to do another challenge, but we will see after I publish the winners video. We can like talk about it. I think this would be super fun to have another shell challenge, maybe one that is a bit different from this one. I don't know, we will see. Here I'm working on a custom window. I used the True mod by Twisted Maxi for this. You don't have to use the mod for this. You can simply press 9 on your keyboard to elevate each object individually, but this was just quicker. And as always, this build is a CC and unmodded, so you can just grab it from the gallery. No problem here. And here you saw how I removed a part of the basement essentially, or I just removed the ceiling essentially of a part of the basement, and then I placed the tree in the center, and there's like so much light coming in. It's a perfect underground greenhouse. I placed lots of sunflowers, which I rarely do for builds, but I felt like I just needed a pop of color here. And for some reason, I mean, it's weird probably, but sunflowers in combination with this, like with these wooden tones and stuff, it just gives me retro vibes. I mean, it's weird to say a sunflower is just a beautiful flower, but for some reason it just gives me retro vibes. Let me know if you feel the same or if I'm weird, but I feel like a sunflower is just a perfect match for a build like this for some reason. I then started to furnish. The floor plan was a bit weird. So you can see all the stairs leading down, and on the level below this one there will be the bedroom. So this here is just the living area. Your Sims walk up the stairs at the front and enter this level where they access the kitchen, dining room, everything. So this is kind of where life happens, I guess, and I just wanted to have a modern kitchen. This one is from Dream Home Decorator. I still wanted to have a kitchen that has some beautiful warm wooden tones, so it just matches the aesthetic. At first I used this rug, but then I changed it because Get Famous is just the perfect pack for anything mid-century modern, and I eventually ended up using the rug from Get Famous. Get Famous has different styles. The Pristine Pedestal is part of Get Famous, of course, and there are lots of different things. Like we have these furniture objects which essentially look like they are made for a castle, but then you also have these beautiful mid-century modern objects, so it's a mix of different styles. And here for this build I of course wanted to have all the mid-century modern vibes. I also tried to use some really bright and happy colors, so it has a retro feel, like this orange sofa for example. I'm gonna be honest, I would have never used this probably. Like I was really going for this style and I really wanted the furniture to stand out, but generally I'm all about neutral colors, minimalistic design and everything, so this was just a bit colorful, but I think it's super cute. I then used the corner of, like in this room, this little nook, just to place a desk. So this is like the office area essentially. And I also changed the chairs to chairs from Get Famous. I used the orange swatch for the desk, and you can see that there's like a really small, beautiful nook, just an office nook. You could also read there. I used some books that I placed on the shelf above the desk, and this is the level below. This here is essentially the garage, so I wanted to place some gym equipment in there, like a garage that is used like this. It's also way too small for a car, so this is just more or less a decorative garage, I guess, and the car has to sit in the driveway. The floor plan was a bit weird, but I wanted to make the best out of it. So you have a beautiful gym area, which also looks a bit random because it's just a garage and the gym equipment was just placed in there, kind of this type of vibe. And these are the bedrooms. So I wanted to have a master bedroom, essentially, also a kids room, so there's enough space for a small sim family. I also used some more sofas and stuff in the area in front of the bedrooms. So on this level we have the bedrooms and a bathroom and stuff, and then on the level below we have the beautiful greenhouse area, and in the greenhouse area there are just planting pots, the tree in the center, very simple. So you can just use this area to grow your own veggies, for example, your own fruits. So it's a perfect house for a gardener sim, for example. And this is it. This video is slowly coming to an end. You can here see lots of screenshots. This build is available in the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald. You can also grab the trade files from my Patreon. And speaking of which, it's time to thank my wonderful Emerald Patreons. A big thank you to Asia, Saturated Spark, Shanna McClam, Cheddar Chase, Talina Lynn, Tina Turner, and Teresa Mathis. Thank you so much for your huge support. Thank you to all my other Patreons. Thank you to anyone who watches my videos. I love you all so much, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.